Hello, this is Joe from Just Below Average Model Cars, giving you a July Stash Ads update and a Street Machine group build update. Let's start with the Stash Ads. Let's start with the decals. I bought another set of decals for my 70 Boss 302 Mustang. That's a long time project from the 90s that I haven't finished yet. I put decals in the hood and they didn't come out very well, so I bought another set off eBay. And here's that kit. I might do a video on this one before it's done, because I got some pretty cool stuff I did to it. But it's just one of those projects. Next is another, well, this is an old monogram kit, but this is a Revell. Got the 64 Pontiac GTO 2-in-1. Got this off eBay. Open box. It wasn't sealed up. It was sealed up inside though. Looks like a nice kit. We wanted to get one of these for a while to go with my other GTOs. So there we are. Next kit I got was this Hut Strickland 27 McDonald's T-Bird. There's a lot of these on eBay. They must have made a ton of these. I got this at a pretty good price. It was all sealed up. Of course, I opened it up to check it out and put the decals in a plastic bag. The decals look like they're in pretty good shape on both these two kits that I just got. So, let's move on to the next one. And this one I've been eyeballing at Hobby Lobby. I love race cars. They come out very nice. They're just so colorful and interesting to look at. So these Revell and Monogram racing car kits are just pretty cool. So 40% off, of course. And there we are. I'm not a Corvette guy, but this is a cool race car. So let's look at the progress on my Street Machine build. Before we start, I did a couple experiments before I painted the car. Of course, first off, I painted the metallic gray color on this spoon before I did the car. So after it dried, I thought let me get the can down. Thought I'd see what this would look like over that metallic gray acrylic. That's the craft acrylic I used on there. And as you can see, it came out pretty good. I got this can at Hobby Lobby for $1.44 on clearance. I couldn't pass it up. I didn't know what I was going to use it for. I'm still not sure. But now that I know how good it can come out over a metallic, I'll probably use it on something. And what I used for the gloss coat on my body, on the clear coat, was Testor's gloss coat. Never used it before, so I thought I'd give it a try. And when I sprayed it on the spoon, this spoon was a little bit dirty when I started. It came out very nice. Of course, spoons are a lot easier to paint than a car body. So, this is my progress on it so far. I've got the body and the glass installed. I used the clear glass for the windshield and the tinted glass for the back. Mostly because when I was going to use the tinted glass for the whole kit, but the bars that connected the front and back glass hung down into the interior too far. So when I was cutting off the bars off the tinted glass one, the windshield busted. So I cut off the clear glass off the clear windshield off the clear glass, and put a clear windshield and tinted windows in there in the back. So interior's installed. I've got these inner fenders kind of trimmed down. Got this installed. It's kind of vague in the instructions on where to put it. I might have been able to put it farther forward and it might have looked better. So when my test fit, there's a bit of a gap between here, but as people like to say, it is what it is. So the gloss coat came out pretty good. I did have to polish it, sand and polish it, but I did have a bit of an issue on the hood. other than there's some crud in it, which, it's going to be there. I don't know if we can tell in the video, but there's some banding across here. Now, I don't know if it's not as, it seems it's gotten a little bit better over time, but I'm not really sure what caused that. I don't remember it being in the color coat. So I'm wondering if it was too close, too far away, maybe the air pressure is too high. Oh. Welcome to Dogs to the Video. Hey, I just realized I got the Batman lean going on here in the video for the bad guys. There we go. So, anyways, I was still able to polish it out and it looks pretty decent. You know, it's got some specs in it. But I was wondering if anybody had any advice for why that might have happened. This dull coat, I thinned it with lacquer thinner, roughly 50%. I probably could have done I can't remember how many coats I put on there, 2 or 3. I probably could have thinned out another coat even thinner and got a little bit better finish. But it came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. These decals, these are from an old AMT 66 Mustang from the 90s, I think. The decals were just fine. And these are even older. These, I think, came on the AMT 40 Ford. So I foiled the turn signals and used bare metal. It's not really bare metal foil, it's a different brand. But and foiled inside the turn signals on the front, and put some Testors Clear Parts cement over the chrome headlights to give them a little more depth. So I think this one actually turned out pretty good. This one's okay. This one looks, I think it looks really good. Chassis, I had to kind of custom make the wheels, the wheel attachments, front and back. So I found some backing plates, and I found some of my tubing, my evergreen tubing that fit exactly over the pins on the front, the lowering pins. And so I cut a piece of the tubing, and I found some backing plates that the tubing fit in just right. I got lucky on that one. On the back ones, I had to cut the since it uses that big thick plastic axle, I had to cut the mounting bosses off the wheels that came with the kit and glue them on the back of these MPC wheels that came with the 80s SBO Mustang. So I got the drive shaft in, shocks, engines mounted, and I've got various parts to put together. So it's just about there. Hopefully next week. I'm not going to have a lot of time this weekend to work on it. I got to go out of town to help my daughter move. So that's where we're at on my, oh, yeah, don't you hate that? On my Street Machine group build from Blue Ox Model Shop. I appreciate you watching. My subscriptions passed 100 without me even realizing it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Maybe something at 150. I think at 150 I'm going to remake my first video because it's just a slideshow and it's one of my most proudest cars. It's a pretty cool one. And we'll see what happens from there. Got the interior installed. I actually have this. I used Aleene's craft glue in here, and I clamped it and let it sit overnight. So that's holding that in right there really well. And there we are. I really appreciate the subscriptions. I'm kind of shocked at how quickly I got over 100. I didn't expect it so quick. I really appreciate those who shout out my channel. I think Dutch has, and 60s Rules has shouted me out, and I appreciate it. I just wanted to show my models to people, so because I get enjoyment out of them, I hope other people get enjoyment out of my models too. And I hope you all have a nice day, and we'll see you on the next one.